So just how big of a second weekend drop will Little Mermaid have at the box office this weekend? I mean, look, on the one hand, Little Mermaid can feel very good about itself. It's got an A cinema score. It's got a 95% audience rating. And as of right now, before it's even had its second weekend, it's already made more money just domestically than Shazam 2 did in its entire theatrical worldwide run. Now, that's not really a glowing example of how good Little Mermaid's done at the box office, but rather how bad Shazam 2 did, which still kind of makes me sad because I like that movie, but whatever. Now, The Little Mermaid is going to face two problems moving into the second weekend when it comes to its second weekend drop. Problem number one is the smaller problem, and that's that it's not the strongest Disney live-action remake. I mean, listen, in a world where Disney live-action remakes are very hit and miss, more miss than hit, Little Mermaid is one that hits. I mean, it's a delightful, it's a charming little movie that I quite enjoyed, but it's not the best one. It's not even in the top 2 or 3. Like, I would put Aladdin above it. I would put maybe Jungle Book above it. Probably I would personally put Cinderella above it. So, I mean, it's solid, it's good, great audience reactions, all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't have that pure rewatchability, I think. And granted, I'm not the target audience. I concede that. But it doesn't seem to have that pure rewatchability that some others do. But that's only the first problem. The main problem that Little Mermaid is going to face as it goes now, sets sail, if you will, to go into its second weekend, is a guy named Miles Morales. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse opens today. I already put up a vlog about it earlier today. I'm not going to be able to focus on anything today. I am that excited about going to see Spider-Verse today. I cannot wait. But if you're Little Mermaid, this represents a real big problem. Now look, all movies going into their second weekend have to face some competition. New movies open up every week, and sometimes those movies are big. So yes, if Little Mermaid was sailing into weekend number 2 and it had in front of it Oppenheimer, which a lot of the new Christopher Nolan film, everybody's excited, that would be a little bit of a problem. If it were facing Killers of the Flower Moon, the new Leonardo DiCaprio, Martin Scorsese film, that's a little bit of a problem. If it were sailing in to face Dune 2 by Denis Villeneuve, that would be a little bit of a problem. But here's the big problem for Little Mermaid going into a weekend facing off against Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse on its first weekend. It's not just that Spider-Verse is going to be a big movie. It's that Spider-Verse seems to be attracting and going after the exact same movie-going demographic that Little Mermaid does. And that's the family audience, right? Now, granted, there are going to be some differences between an audience member that wants to go see Little Mermaid and one that wants to go see Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but you can't deny that when you pile up a big bunch of movies, two that look like they're going after the real similar audience is Across the Spider-Verse and Little Mermaid. And you are going to see, I believe, now listen, I'm not saying Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is going to open to $200 million. Of course, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is there's going to be a good chunk of people who maybe would have considered taking their family to see Little Mermaid again this weekend that are instead going to go, ooh, shiny, the new thing. Well, I'd be one of those. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and they're going to go see that. And that, for Little Mermaid, represents a real problem. So how big could the second weekend drop of Little Mermaid be? When you consider those two factors, especially the Spider-Verse one, it could be significant. Now, normally speaking, you'd like to see a film drop between 50 and at the top 60%. Within there, that's kind of the normal range for a second weekend drop-off. If you drop less than 50%, awesome, pop bottles, that's cause to celebrate. If you drop more than 60%, then that's a little cause for concern. And I think we're going to see Little Mermaid drop in the 65% range. I think we're going to see Little Mermaid have a similar drop that Fast X had on its second weekend. And if it doesn't, good for them. I mean, really good for them. But again, I think they got a couple of big, giant hurdles in front of them, and one of them is shaped like a spider. Guys, we want to thank a sponsor of this video, Rocket Money. The average person has around 12 paid subscriptions. Think about that. If you think you're only subscribed to a handful of services, you might want to double check. With Rocket Money, you can quickly identify and cancel all of your unwanted subscriptions. Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitor your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place.
Rocket Money will quickly and easily identify your subscriptions for you so you can stop paying for the ones you don't want and don't even use. Simply find the subscription you don't want and press cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. No more long hold times with customer service or tedious emailing back and forth. Rocket Money makes canceling subscriptions as easy as the click of a button. My wife Ann and I moved out of Burbank 2 years ago, and one of the first things I discovered when I loaded up Rocket Money was that I was still paying for a gym membership I haven't even been to in Burbank in 2 years. So stop throwing away your money. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/Campea. That's rocketmoney.com/Campea. rocketmoney.com/Campea.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? What kind of legs or fins or whatever do you think Little Mermaid can have in its second weekend as it's running headlong into the opening weekend of another family film, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Maybe you think it's not going to be that big of a deal and there's plenty of families to go to both. Maybe you think it's going to be catastrophic for the Little Mermaid. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching our video. Make sure you click the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. And by the way, we do the John Campea Show podcast every day, so go and subscribe to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or whatever your favorite podcasting app of choice is.